Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Blessings to everyone. Lots of times we hear the word self-observation, and most people understand that it is just closing your eyes and then see what sensations you have inside, what emotions you have, what thoughts you have, no? But actually, this is just the first round in self-observation. And if you want to really make progress about this practicing, you have to go from self-observation to self-inquiry. Yeah. And what we mean by that is, for example, when you have the theme of loneliness and you observe yourself that you feel lonely, that you have thoughts about loneliness, then the self-inquiry would be a process to understand, why is that like this? Why am I feel lonely? Yeah. Not only that I feel lonely, but why am I feeling lonely? What is the root of it? Because self-observation should come to self-liberation at the end, no? And what we need to do, what we need to understand, that every thought that brings us into an emotion, into a sensation that imprisons us, is an attachment. No? There are not only attachments towards people, towards your wife, towards your husband, towards your partner, towards your car or your job, but basically our greatest attachments are towards our own thoughts and our own emotions. No? So when you know that the thoughts that cause this separation of happiness, the separation from happiness, the separation from satisfaction, from contentment, from joy, all those are attachments. So when you see that clearly, no, then the next step is that you focus completely on the will. I want to know, why is that? So you understand it is an attachment, and you want to see, why am I putting this attachment on me? What is it that wants me to separate? What is it that wants me to keep away from what? No. And you allow this statement. So you say, I am lonely. I am attached. No. Then the next step is, why am I attached? Yeah. What is it that wants to keep me in this state? Why am I going again and again and again to those states? Be it loneliness, be it another fear, be it another tick that you develop, whatever it is, yeah, depression or whatever we find there. What is it that brings me again and again in this state? No? And now comes the point, you see, you come to a point where you cannot go and Google it, where you cannot go and read it in a book. You have to start to depend on your own. There is nobody that can help you in this process. Yeah. And that is something we usually never do. We always depend on someone, on something that makes a suggestion, that makes us gives us a kind of wisdom that we like and that we attach it to ourselves. Yeah. But we cannot replace our attachments by another attachment. No. So you have to start to do this process, and you have to learn to trust your own, yeah, not your own attachments, not your own conclusions that you say, it is because of this and this and this. You have to see it by a strict focus on what is at that moment happening within you. And you want to stay with this question, why is it I'm in this suffering place? No. And it may not come in the next second to you, and it is not by trying all alternative thoughts. You have to be a bit patient. And it is described by Monana that he said, when you are in this state, when you are on that point, you behave like a cat that sits in front of a mouse hole and wait for it to come out. No. So you try to keep a waiting position, but not a loose position. You are not loose. You are waiting. And you expect, you are in a joyful expectation that something comes to you that shows you, yeah, when you are ready to hear it, when you're ready to digest what it will be. And in that moment, you will receive. So do not go again and again into the mechanic of thinking this way or that way, and this is how you put it down again into the unconscious. You tranquilize it, you anesthetize it, no? But you're making the effort whenever it comes up again, whenever the fear and all the complexes of the suffering body comes up, you start to inquire yourself. No. And many times you hear the people saying, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Well, is that a satisfying answer? Yeah, I don't know. No. And who should know? Someone else? Someone else should know and tell them what they know? No. This is a process you have to do. As you learn to walk by yourself, with the help of your parents, with the help of your family, whoever it was. But finally, you had to walk, and you had to learn to walk by yourself. And the same happened when you learned to drive the bicycle, to swim, whatever it was. It was finally you who gave it to yourself. And it will never change. You will be the one that has to die. No one else can do it for you. You are the one that has been born. Yeah. Also, no one else can do that for you. You are the one that lives your entire life by yourself. No one can live all the time with you, right? So start the process of self-communication and see where it leads you. Yeah. And all I can say, you know the answer. You just don't have to be afraid of it. And that is all. Try it out for yourself and see where it takes you. And finally, it will take you to a greater joy, to a greater certainty about the blessings of your life, of your existence in this world. And this is what we need, especially in this period of time. No. So may Allah bless all of you and your efforts of self-inquiry, and of self-discipline. And hear you the next time, inshallah. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.